Hi, I'm Liam Patterson, the CEO of Bidnamic, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the most frequently asked questions regarding Google Shopping. So what is Google Shopping? Google Shopping is the carousel advert format you'll see when you go to Google as a consumer, type in what you're looking to buy, and you'll see typically around 5 positions, 5 ads show towards the top of the search bar. It'll show the product image, it'll show the price, it'll show which vendor or retailer they're from, and it's a cost per click model, meaning that as an advertiser, as a retailer, it's free to show up. So it's free, you could show up 1,000,000 times if you wanted to. If nobody's clicking on your advert, it's not going to cost you anything. But it's a cost per click model. So as soon as somebody does click on that, there's going to be a cost associated with that click. And that can be anything from a few pennies right the way up to 10, 20, 50 pound even. And that's based on the competition. So how much are yourself and other retailers willing to pay for that click? So why do retailers use Google Shopping? Retailers use it for a whole host of reasons, but predominantly it's to get sales, to get customers to, at the point they're going to Google, to search for exactly what they sell. They want to show up, be aware, so the customers know that they're an option to buy from, to ideally win the click, and ideally win the sale as well. So it's a great way and a very, very efficient way of winning new customers and driving traffic to your e-commerce store. And it's also very high conversion rate when compared to other online ad formats. And the reason for that is the customers are active. They're going to Google to look for what you're selling. They're not just browsing like they are on social media like Facebook or Instagram, and you're targeting them based on what you think they're going to be interested in. At that point that Google Shopping comes up, that carousel appears, they're actively going to Google looking for exactly what you're selling, and it's a great opportunity to close that sale. They're also very rich ad format, so it shows the image, it shows the price, it shows the description. So when they click on your ad, which is when the cost comes in, you're already really qualified. They know the price, they know it's the product, they're already looking for exactly what you sell. So that means you get a very high conversion rate, which is the amount of clicks to sales. And remember, it's the clicks you're buying, so it's really good to close that loop. So how do I set up shopping campaigns? So first of all, you're going to have your products on your e-commerce store. Maybe you're using like a platform like Shopify or BigCommerce. So somewhere host your products, host your product information. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that information and you're going to put it onto Google. And the way to do that is to create a feed. A lot of platforms like Shopify and BigCommerce have channels that will instantly connect and send this product information. Others you might have to set up a little bit more manually or use some existing apps or even third-party providers, which are typically pretty low cost. So this is a way when you're going to take the product information, which has been input onto your product e-commerce store, which is going to include the prices, it's going to include images, it's going to include product descriptions, and you're going to be submitting this to your merchant center. The merchant center houses all this structured information, and from there you're going to have the price, you're going to have all those details, and you're then going to connect that to your AdWords account. The AdWords is where the billing and the campaign management takes place, and that's where you're going to be applying the right cost per click for products to be able to show up in the right structure to reach customers. So what's the best way to manage Google Shopping? Well, there's many ways to manage Google Shopping, and fundamentally it's going to come down to how much do you want to pay, and really that should depend on how important is Google Shopping to your business. If Google Shopping is a secondary channel, meaning maybe you're selling a lot more through influencers, maybe you've got other ways to connect, maybe you're selling through marketplaces, and just decide that Google Shopping is not going to be a main channel, you certainly don't want to be spending a lot on management, and you don't want to be spending a lot of your time on managing it either. So there's great easy ways to do that, like Smart Shopping. So Smart Shopping is really simple. You just give Google your return on ad spend target, your budget, and Google's going to do the rest. The downside of Smart Shopping is that it's going to give you a black box. It's going to give you very little data back, and without that data, you can't really drill into how you can improve the campaigns, which products are leading to sales, which search terms are leading to the sales as well. So it means you've really got a lot of data you're losing out. But if the input channel is not so important to you, then it's a really quick and easy and absolutely free way to do it. Likewise, if you've got a bit more budget, you might want to consider using a freelancer or an agency. So really within the agency or freelancer, I'd look for a track record of managing Google Shopping within your vertical, so similar retailers to yourselves, and they've had that track record of success. That'll mean they'll know your industry, they'll know what to do and what to look for in that campaign. And you really want to have a relationship where you can easily communicate with them, share your knowledge and build that area out. And finally, there's in-house teams. So in-house teams teams are, again, great way. If you've got resources to hire somebody, they're going to know the products, they're going to know what suppliers are saying, they're going to know the market and your own business strategy. So again, you either want to have an agency which is going to work really closely with you and your in-house team to help enable you to do that, or if you've got the budget and it's enough of an important channel, you're going to dedicate your own resources to managing that. So what kind of bid management do we provide? So our belief is in a really, really granular structure. So something where we can absolutely see that connection between an individual product, an item in your catalog, and how it's performing, what search terms are coming in, how relevant are those search terms. And we call that purchase intent. So a generic term, so if we imagine you're selling running shoes, someone's typing in shoes or men's shoes, very, very generic, very unlikely that someone is going to click onto that, that's from that term and buy. They will, and some will buy, but statistically it's going to be pretty low. So that means we need to have low bids for these awareness or generic terms, and if they become more specific, as the customer knows what they're really searching for, maybe they're referencing sizes, ages, genders, brands, model numbers, as they become more detailed in their search intent, that's when we want to be able to position your ads along the front of the carousel to get much more visibility and impressions to really drive that revenue to yourself. And that's how you can unlock Google Shopping, by taking an SKU level approach and overlaying the search term data as well. And that search term data, which is lost through smart shopping, which is why we utilize our own bidding engine and algorithms to be able to really drive those insights and take those actions as well. So if you feel Google Shopping is a really important channel for yourselves, for your business, maybe you feel like you've hit a bit of a ceiling in terms of growth, in terms of profitability from the campaign, but you know that it is a major opportunity for yourselves, for the business to grow, then please feel free to reach out to one of our Google Shopping specialists and book in a call to discuss more and learn more as well.